welcome to Couple of Instigators. I have a lot of instigators. We have Jen, Margaret, and Teresa tonight.
Hi.
Hello.
Jen?
I said hi first.
I didn't hear you. Okay, I hope we don't have sound
Jen says
problems.
cricket.
Hello.
Yes, okay. Perfect. So, I mean, one thing that I haven't, everyone's been traveling, so we're all like at home at the same time finally to record. So I didn't get a chance on any of the podcasts yet to discuss my visit to Daytona and my night with Penny, Queen of Daytona. So, to start out, Margaret shows up to dinner with her poor husband dressed in some pink flowered shorts.
Well, we're not just pink flowered shorts. We were in matching Lily outfits.
Okay, matching what now?
Matching Lily Pulitzer. I was in a dress and he had his shorts on.
Okay, Lily Pulitzer.
Yes.
Okay, I have never heard of her in my life.
Oh, Cindy.
I know it. I mean, is she on AliExpress?
So here, I can give you the 60-second history of
Let's
Lily
go.
Pulitzer.
Do it.
She married, I don't remember his first name, but Mr. Pulitzer, like of the Pulitzer Prize, like that family.
Yes.
She married a guy in that family, obviously very wealthy. They had a winter home in Palm Beach, and the other part of the family's business was also citrus groves, and they would sell juices. And she worked in the family's juice shop on Worth Avenue in Palm Beach. And Worth Avenue is kind of like Rodeo Drive. In fact, it's much older than Rodeo Drive. And they modeled Rodeo Drive after Worth Avenue. Anyway, and she would be in the store, like squeezing the juice and everything, and it would get all over her clothes. So she went to a friend who could, and they started making dresses out of like kitchen, like tablecloth material, like with lots of flowers and prints, because then you couldn't see the juice stains. Anyway,
okay.
And people started complimenting her on these like really brightly colored floral dresses, and so she started selling a couple in the shop. And then fast forward to today, that's how we have Lily Pulitzer, Palm Beach.
Oh, okay. So
and what really helped launch it into like getting famous is Jackie Kennedy. You know, the Kennedys spent a lot of time in Palm Beach, and Jackie started wearing the dresses and being photographed in them. So that really helped it gain popularity.
Of course that helped.
So anyway.
Yeah.
That's the story of Lily.
So how many stores does she have?
Oh gosh. I mean, lots.
Oh, there's
like,
lots.
Probably. Oh yeah. I mean, probably the neighborhood of 150. There's like 2 on the West Coast. It's really a South and East Coast thing for the most part.
Yeah. And they also,
but yeah.
I know Dillard's used to carry it too, or at least our Dillard's used to carry.
Yeah, ours did until last year when we got our own Lily store in the same mall, and they closed it and they got rid of the department. But yeah, some department stores carry it. There's actual Lily corporate stores. And then there's, this is more information than anyone cares about, but they're called signature stores. They're called signature stores. So, like, in a lot of resort towns, like, there's one in Vero Beach called the Lazy Daisy, and they're, like, licensed to sell Lily, but they also sell other stuff. Like, it's not owned by corporate. It's, like, kind of a franchise situation. So the point is, it's everywhere. You can get it a lot of places, especially on the East Coast.
I can't believe I didn't know anything about it. I can't
either.
I know it. I know Vera Bradley.
Yeah,
that's a florally thing.
The same.
Okay.
And the Lily flagship store is in New York on Madison Avenue, and it's this beautiful 2-story townhome that they've all painted inside. It's beautiful. If you're ever in New York. And you're interested.
Put that on my list.
Okay, well, so you showed up and put him in those outfits. I mean,
he sounds like a toddler.
He's a champ. He's a champ.
He's a good one. He's a keeper.
Yes, he's so sweet. So we went to dinner, and then we went to play miniature golf where I learned Margaret is very competitive against her husband, who's a pro golfer. He's a pro at a club. So, yeah.
Did you go Happy Gilmore on him? Like throw in the golf club?
Just about. And I really liked giving the business. Like, since he's supposed to be so good at golf, if he misses or doesn't do well, I just make fun of him, like, until the cows come home. He gets so mad.
Yeah. So, of course, we had to play the miniature golf outside, and it was, I don't know, 90 at night still. Yeah, like, what's up, man? You guys are like, it was hot there.
Yes, it is. Welcome to Florida.
Yeah. But, I mean, I have to tell you, when I went to Myrtle Beach, it was worse.
Yeah, the humidity.
The humidity, yeah. But then...
We had a good time.
Yeah, then I decided that we thought we would go to an open mic. So I brought the two Lilies to an open mic in Daytona Beach, right in the heart of it. And Margaret was afraid her car would get stolen from the front of the place.
So for anyone that doesn't know, Daytona's like not the greatest area. And I told Sydney, I said, people who live in Florida don't go to Daytona. Like, we just don't. Like, unless we're going to the Daytona 500, we don't go there.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it wasn't a biker bar. I don't really know how you would describe this, but two people and Lily were as out of place in this bar as you would have been in a biker bar. Like, everyone was wearing black. Like, this was, and then, like, Mike and I looked like freaking Todd and Margot.
It was so crazy.
Like, we're just like our yuppie asses and our matching Lily sitting in this dive bar. Like, I was dying.
It was too much.
I was like, Sydney, where have you taken me?
It was shaming me.
Did you get on stage?
I did. I got on stage there. It was just a little club with a bunch of little local, their local comedians, but
she did great, obviously.
I mean, it could have been better, but it was a lot of fun, and I'll tell you, that host was so funny.
The host was good. There was, I wish I could remember his name, the guy that reminded us of Chappelle.
Yes, he was very similar to Dave Sheehan. Yeah, he reminded me a lot of Chappelle. He was funny, too. But
there were a couple of stinkers.
Cindy, speaking of host, what about that host guy that you have a crush on with the long hair?
Oh yeah. So, exactly. So, yeah, last week I went to cheer on a couple Rochester people at the Buffalo's Funniest Person last week. And he was on the, in the contest, he was up on stage. And when I was leaving, I went up to talk to him, and I told him that I needed his information because I was going to put him on a show, but really he was...
That's why she needed his info.
Yeah,
She's blushing.
No, really. But he's so cute. So I have a new boyfriend that lives in Jamestown, New York. Yeah. I have a new boyfriend. He's so cute.
Wait, did you beat him in the Buffalo's Funniest People?
No. That was last night.
Okay.
I went last week to see a couple friends because the contest is all week. So I went last night, and I ended up moving on. It was very bizarre. I don't know.
Why are you so shocked? That's amazing.
I was completely shocked. Like, it took like 4 minutes for me to get to the stage because I was all the way in the back. Like, I did not think they were going to come. You know what I mean? I was up against some of Buffalo's best, so it was pretty crazy. But I will admit that I did. I closed with the new joke, and I made that decision as I was walking up onto the stage. I'm like, suddenly in my head, I'm like, I'm closing. I'm dropping my closer that I have in my head, and I'm closing with something different because you've only got so much time, and I was afraid I would go over. So,
have you ever told that before?
I did the joke. Honestly, I've been doing the joke for the last 5 weeks, I'd say, at open mics. So I've been on stage with it about 4 times. And
have you heard this joke?
I don't think so. No, when I got 2 new jokes, you guys, that I did. So I did do 2 of them last night. But this particular joke, I've been chopping it up and rewriting it for the last 5 weeks. So I finally did it once and then last night, and both times it worked. So I think I've finally got it down pat. So listen, that's a 1 minute joke, a 1.5-minute joke, okay? That took me 5 weeks to write.
Holy crap.
Not even a minute. It's crazy. I mean, so when you see these comics up on stage doing an hour, I mean, think about, like, how much fine-tuning and, you know?
Yeah.
It's so crazy. So I was going to drop it, too. I did it at a show a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, ugh, I can't hit it with this joke. And they were like, keep trying, you know, and I just kept rewriting it. So, and last night it killed. So, hey, Buffalo's awesome. It's very self-deprecating, so it doesn't always work. And I did a really, like, a politically incorrect joke using the R word.
Imagine that.
So that worked in Buffalo. So, yeah, Buffalo crowd, I've just learned, was amazing last night. So I was just happy to get a good 5-minute recording in a professional club. It was the Helium. I was just excited to get, I mean, as soon as I got off stage, I was like, man, I think I got like 2 applause breaks. I really felt like I killed it. But I definitely didn't think I would move on. So that was shocking.
When do you go back for the next one?
July 10th.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and now I'm really up against Buffalo's best. I don't think I'll go any farther. But, again, hopefully I'll get a good recording, you know?
What does the winner of the whole thing get?
I don't know if it's $1,000 maybe.
Okay.
Now, cool. I'll tell you what, Miami, Margaret, the improvs that do the funniest, they gave out $5,000.
Wow.
Well, let's get your ass down to Miami.
I know, I'm not from there. But yeah, because while I was down there doing, you know, when I was down there for that month, and I met all those comics, that they were all working for that one, getting ready to do that contest. And one of the young comics that I love, she can't be more than 23. She lives down there in South Florida. She ended up winning. So it was great. She got $5,000.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice kid. Sweet, you know, really funny girl. As a matter of fact, shout out to Jackie. She is doing Florida's Funniest Person tonight. So I'm waiting.
Good luck.
I know. I'm waiting for her to hit me up later and let me know how she did. I mean, if she can move on, Florida's Funniest is the big one. Preacher Lawson won that. Like all big names, you know, that have come out of Florida that have won that are you know, touring. So,
well, you're gonna win it next year, 2020. Cindy.
Yeah, Florida's Funny. You know what I've decided, you guys? I'm only good in contests. Like, it's the only time I step up my game. Danielle was
Cindy,
like,
we can just make up contests for you. Like, I can just come to every show with like a fake cardboard trophy and be just like,
pretend
Cindy.
like I'm in a contest, right? Danielle was like, I don't know what it is, but man, the minute you're like in a contest, she's like, you're set, like you step it up. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm like Rocky, man. I've been like preparing for 4 days. I messaged you guys. I'm like, I can't do the podcast at all. I am mentally preparing. I'm like Rocky. So I'm glad it worked out for myself, and I got a good tape, and that's it. So whose trip are we talking about first? Teresa or Margaret?
I want to hear about the worms.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's talk about
Teresa has been on vacation. Let's hear it.
So I went to a third world country. Some people call it Bali or Indonesia, but you know, it's essentially a third world country. So I get my vaccines like I'm supposed to. I go to the free clinic because, you know, I gotta really get my vaccines the real way. So,
yeah.
Learned all about. There's apparently now an AIDS vaccine I think you can get. Don't quote me if that's
wrong.